Hey there, history enthusiasts and bunker hunters, it's Viral here, ready to take you on another incredible journey through time. Picture this, stumbling upon a forgotten piece of history that changes everything we thought we knew. We're diving into secret Nazi bunkers, hidden for years, each one revealing a fragment of World War II's dark past. From a concealed Nazi bunker deep in Argentina, to the mysterious underground tunnels of Hang Sanaga, these astonishing finds have left experts and historians in awe. Join us as we uncover 15 of the most remarkable Nazi bunkers discovered since World War II. You won't believe what we found. Our journey starts with the liberation of Auschwitz, but this wasn't just some triumphant victory march. This was a punch to the gut for the Soviet soldiers. January 27, 1945, snow thick on the ground and an eerie silence. The 322nd Rifle Division finds thousands of starving prisoners. The Nazis had fled, forcing 60,000 on a death march. The Soviets met the aftermath: 600 bodies, mountains of clothes, 7 tons of human hair. Amidst the horror, a glimmer of hope. The Soviets and Polish Red Cross saved who they could. All right, guys, let's talk about desperation. As the war turned against them, the Nazis threw everything they had at turning the tide, including this insane project called Weingut 1. We're talking about a massive hidden factory buried deep in the Mühldorf forest in Bavaria. This thing was supposed to be their saving grace, a place where they could crank out jet engines for the Messerschmitt Me 262, the world's first jet-powered fighter. They envisioned this massive 9-story underground factory, churning out weapons, keeping them in the fight. But the Nazis, in their desperation, overlooked one crucial thing: reality. Deep in the forests of Poland, hidden beneath a canopy of trees, lies Wolf's Lair, Hitler's secret headquarters during the invasion of the Soviet Union. This place was shrouded in secrecy, a hub of Nazi planning and brutality. For years it lay dormant, its secrets buried under tons of earth and rubble. But then, in 2024, boom! A discovery rocks the historical community. 5 skeletons are unearthed, right near where Heinrich Himmler, one of Hitler's top guys, used to live. 3 adults, a teenager, a baby, all missing their hands and feet. And to make things even creepier, they find these fossilized stones called belemnites near the bodies. What does it all mean? Nobody knows for sure. Sometimes, the most incredible discoveries are made by accident. In 2008, 2 kids were playing on Vida Sanda Beach. They stumbled upon a buried bucket. Digging further, they found 4 untouched Nazi bunkers. Inside were beds, chairs, and mustard gas kits, rusty food cans, books, and Nazi documents. Now we're talking about some serious firepower. The fortress of Mimoyex, hidden away in northern France, was Hitler's gamble, his Hail Mary to break the Allies. This place was designed to house the V3 cannon, a supergun capable of raining down death on London from over 100 miles away. This wasn't just some pipe dream, guys. The Nazis were deadly serious about this thing. They put thousands of forced laborers to work, carving out this massive underground complex. We're talking huge inclined shafts, designed to launch hundreds of these deadly projectiles every hour. If this thing had become operational, who knows how the war might have gone. Let's head over to the Channel Islands, specifically Jersey. During the war, the Nazis turned this place into a fortress, and at the heart of their defenses was the Ho-8 tunnel network. These tunnels were originally meant to protect troops and supplies, but then the Nazis got this crazy idea. Why not turn it into an underground hospital? So they transformed this marvel of engineering into a state-of-the-art medical facility, complete with 500 beds, heating, air conditioning, the works. It was ready to go. But here's the kicker. They never even used it. The war ended before it could serve its purpose. All right, time for a change of scenery. Let's head up to the Bavarian Alps, to a place that screams luxury and isolation, the Eagle's Nest. This wasn't some secret bunker. This was Hitler's personal mountain retreat, a gift from the Nazi Party for his 50th birthday. Talk about a birthday present. This place was perched high in the mountains. To get there, you had to navigate this winding road, then take a brass-lined elevator straight to the top. The views were breathtaking, but the isolation was palpable. Imagine the conversations, the plans that went down in this place. As the war raged on, Berlin, the heart of the Third Reich, was pounded from the air. The Allies were relentless, but the Nazis weren't about to go down without a fight. That's where the flak towers come in. These things were like concrete giants, rising above the city, armed to the teeth with anti-aircraft guns. They were symbols of defiance, a last-ditch effort to protect Berlin from the inevitable. Most of them were torn down after the war, but the ones that remain stand as stark reminders of those dark days. You can still feel the weight of history when you stand in their shadow. Now this is where things get really interesting. Deep beneath the Owl Mountains in Poland lies a place shrouded in mystery, the Ries Complex. This is a sprawling network of tunnels and bunkers, and to this day, nobody knows for sure what it was for. Some say it was a secret weapons facility. Others believe it was meant to be a hidden command center. There are even theories that it was designed to house a Nazi wonder weapon. Whatever its purpose, the Ries Complex remains one of World War II's greatest unsolved mysteries. This next one is tough to talk about, but it's a story that needs to be told. The Dora Mittelbau concentration camp, located in central Germany, was a place of unimaginable suffering. This wasn't just a prison camp, it was a factory of death. The Nazis forced prisoners to work in horrific conditions, deep underground, building their V-2 rockets. Thousands died here, worked to death, starved, or simply executed. Today, Dora Mittelbau stands as a chilling reminder of the horrors of the Holocaust, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable cruelty. Picture this, a wall of concrete and steel stretching for thousands of miles along the coast of Europe. This was Hitler's Atlantic Wall, his grand scheme to repel any Allied invasion. It was a network of bunkers, gun emplacements, tank traps, and obstacles, designed to make any landing a nightmare. The Nazis poured everything they had into this thing, convinced it was impenetrable. But as we all know, on June 6, 1944, the Allies stormed the beaches of Normandy, breaching the Atlantic Wall and changing the course of the war. As the war drew to a close and the Soviet army closed in on Berlin, Hitler retreated to his final refuge, the Führer bunker. This subterranean complex, buried deep beneath the heart of the Nazi regime, was where Hitler spent his final days. It was here, in this claustrophobic and desperate environment, that the Nazi leader made his last stand, eventually taking his own life as the city above him crumbled. The Führer bunker remains a chilling symbol of the Nazi regime's downfall, a concrete tomb that marks the end of an era. Now, while not directly related to the Nazis, the Mannerheim Line deserves a mention. During the Winter War, Finland, facing the might of the Soviet war machine, dug in deep. They constructed a formidable line of defenses, known as the Mannerheim Line. This network of bunkers, trenches, and fortifications, named after Finnish leader Carl Gustaf Emil Mannerheim, became a symbol of Finnish resistance. Though ultimately outmatched, the Finns fought bravely, inflicting heavy losses on the Soviets. Beneath the waves, a silent threat menaced Allied shipping lanes, German U-boats. To protect these underwater predators, the Nazis constructed massive concrete shelters along the coasts of occupied Europe, the U-boat pens. These weren't just sheds, they were fortresses designed to withstand Allied bombing raids. Inside, the U-boats were repaired, resupplied, and prepared for their deadly missions. Many of these U-boat pens still stand today, eerie reminders of the undersea battle that raged during the war. Our final stop takes us to the French coast, to a place called the Tott Battery. This was no ordinary artillery emplacement. It was a monster. The Nazis, obsessed with controlling the English Channel, armed this place with some of the biggest guns ever built. These things could hurl shells across the channel, targeting British ships and coastal cities. The Tott Battery was a nightmare for Allied planners, a constant threat that required constant attention. Though heavily bombed, its ruins still stand, a testament to the scale and ambition of Nazi military engineering. From the icy ruins of Auschwitz to the eerie underground strongholds hidden across Europe, these discoveries serve as chilling reminders of World War II's brutal history. Each bunker, each tunnel, tells a story of secrecy, suffering, and survival. And as more of these sites are uncovered, historians continue piecing together the truth about a war that shaped the modern world. Which of these discoveries shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible historical explorations.